Her Impact Ignites. It's our weekly series during Women's History Month, recognizing women in our area who are doing great things in our community. And News 8's Kalia Patterson joins us with this week's honorees. Kalia?
Yeah, today we're honoring the story for Teresa and Jasmine Babers. They are the co-founders of Love Girls magazine, and it's an organization in the Quad Cities where girls publish magazines twice a year, and they're involved in the entire editorial process, and they are the cover girls. They get to be on the cover of the magazine.
That is pretty awesome. They are not just business partners, though. They have a very special relationship, don't they?
Yeah, so this dynamic duo, they are mother and daughter, and they are really directing their personal relationship with the members of the group, and they're taking that to support them personally and make them feel heard. And in this story, you will see that their impact ignites love.
Tell me, where do you think you would be without Love Girls magazine?
If I'm gonna be honest, probably dead. This was the only thing keeping me alive for a long time.
Young women really needed a space to tell their stories and celebrate one another.
Please welcome Juno.
Share their experiences and a space where they could really step into their leadership.
The ultimate power couple.
My name is Teresa Babers,
My name is Jasmine Babers,
and I am the co-founder of Love Girls magazine.
and I am the co-founder of Love Girls magazine.
A mother-daughter duo who puts the love in Love Girls magazine, a publication made by girls for girls in the Quad Cities.
My daughter was in high school, and she was wanting to do something to make a difference in the community.
I was seeing injustices that were happening in my community and in my school, and I just wanted a place that we could all talk about it.
And she saw how damaging it was to the girl's self-esteem. I suggested that maybe she start a magazine. I don't know how serious I was about that, but she took me very seriously.
So serious that a decade later, their mission is still the same.
The magazine is sort of like this beautiful combination of all the things that my mom and I and my sister really know and love, and girls in the community know and love, but it's also uplifting one another, that's telling stories that celebrate one another.
And as Jasmine matured, so did her purpose.
My why now is addressing what we call the opportunity gap. And it's the idea that talent is equally distributed, but opportunities are not.
The magazine publishes 2 issues a year, with all the articles written by teenage girls sharing their personal stories or topics from lifestyle to social injustice.
I wrote about human trafficking.
But these new cover girls have evolved from the colorful print copies to producing podcasts and content for online platforms.
What is one thing you admire about yourself?
I don't do this by myself. There is an incredible group of women who are mentoring, who are donating their money, who are making spaces like this possible.
And one of these dedicated women is a longtime member of the organization who says this sisterhood saved her life.
My parents were going through a divorce, and my 7th grade year, my brother actually committed suicide. So just going through those emotions and finding out I soon was depressed after that, just really put me through the ringer.
Who is forever grateful for this special love.
I wanted to start by thanking them, especially because they've saved me, and that is something hard to admit. You know, even so many years later, it's hard to become vulnerable with yourself and be like, I was at such a low point where I had a suicide note, and I was willing to say goodbye to my life. And I also wanted to thank them for the patience that they've had with me. They were so kind and willing to accept me with open arms.
Now, she's a mentor saving others.
I feel like young girls, especially young girls of color, they're kind of set on the back burner. So when we have an organization like this, it's based for girls of color because we feel like we don't have our voice in the community when we should. So this is a good place where we can share what we need.
And these co-founders paid forward by acknowledging the women who made it all possible.
You are standing on the shoulders of so many women before you, so many brilliant, proud, smart women who put their lives in danger and who had to continuously push for their voices to be heard, that you owe it to them to tell your own story.
And the young ladies of the future.
I am so proud of you. And you are very important in my life, and I'm glad to know them and have them be a part of my story.
So much more than just a magazine.
It is. It really was.
Really powerful.
It was so nice speaking to the girls. It was more than just a magazine, like you said. They were really empowered by one another, and their main focus for them was, I just want to tell somebody what's going on with me, and maybe this will help someone else, and I want to hear what other girls have to say as well. It's really a bonding moment for them.
Yeah, and a physical space for them to do that, but so that they have that space in our community as well.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Clea, thank you so much. So that was this week's honorees. Who are we featuring next week for Her Impact Ignites?
So next week, we will be honoring women in agriculture and how they're supporting their communities beyond the farmland.
Awesome. Clea, thank you so much.